Hello people, TOEFL or IELTS? A great question. You've landed in the right place because I've had my hands on TOEFL and IELTS both in real life testing situations and on my own. If you want to move forward in your life or improve your financial standing, if there is an impatient beating within your heart, or you want to show people that you could amount to something, you should watch this video and decide whether you should take the TOEFL or IELTS test. Difficulty. IELTS come in two forms, the academic and the general. TOEFL is intensely academic. For the speaking part, both academic and general IELTS are way easier than TOEFL speaking section, which is very intensive, even after cutting the first speaking question. TOEFL reading is harder. The listening section in each test is pretty manageable, while IELTS academic writing is as difficult as TOEFL. IELTS general writing test is pretty laughable when compared to TOEFL and IELTS academic writing section. All in all, the TOEFL test is a bit more difficult than IELTS. Acceptance. While both TOEFL and academic IELTS are equally credible, the TOEFL test is accepted worldwide, while the IELTS is only accepted in the EU countries, the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. Certainly the United States is supporting its economy and had a typical way of doing so. That's why they reject IELTS scores. The general IELTS test score is accepted for some work opportunities and for immigration. Resettlement potential. TOEFL won't resettle you anywhere, neither would IELTS. IELTS general would do, but you know what? I did take the IELTS test on my own, and I can't honestly evaluate my writing or speaking performance, but I can say that I got 9 in the reading section and 9 in the listening section. But even if there can be an exceptional IELTS test taker who could score a miraculous 9 in all the sections, the total score wouldn't count as much, in the CRR score, say in Canada, for being competitive in the immigration pool. You'd only have 136 points out of 1,200 to be competitive, and you would need around 450 to really make a strong case for why you should be selected for permanent residency. Because there are other reasons for why they should invite you to apply for permanent residency, like French language proficiency and a master's degree from an internationally recognized university. And begin your studies in Canada. I strongly advise you to take your master's degree from Canada, and I'm willing to show you the right path towards scholarship and funding if you drop me a comment. You should pursue this path rather than stay at home and apply for immigration, because say if you move to Canada and obtain the study permit, a work permit would come naturally with it, and your English would have improved vastly in Canada. And upon completing your master's degree, even if you are not allowed for some weird reason to apply for permanent residency, you can now go back to your home country and very much hope to be accepted for immigration with your English language proficiency, very high IELTS general test score, and with the aid of your master's degree, you can be qualified for immigration at a later date. Now that immigration to prosperous countries is crowded, I hope you're decided that you'll begin your studies and build your profile to really be accepted and move forward in your life.